One. Hello folks, welcome to OTD, also known as On the Deck. My name is Adam Orduna. This is my mom Gina. Today we are going to do our Boneheads segment, which is always fun because all that is us talking about some of the athletes that
have done something boneheaded.
Yeah, done something bonehead throughout the week or the last couple weeks, or they've continued to reoccur in the news, and therefore they get labeled as a bonehead, which is
in our humble opinion.
In our humble opinion,
they're boneheads.
They're boneheads for the mistakes or the situations they've been in. So we've got 3 of them today, and as always, we'll rank them at the end. Our top 3 right now, we've got Maria Sharapova, the world tennis star. You've got Johnny Manziel, the former quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, and then you also have Miko Grimes, who is the wife of a defensive back for the Miami Dolphins. And so we're just going to go ahead and jump into it right now. And I'm going to just go ahead, what you think of these first 3 candidates that we've got going on today.
Well, I think these are really good candidates because they're kind of diverse, and they all are kind of in the bonehead category this week for doing different things. I'm going to just jump in and talk about Sharapova, if that's all right with you.
Sure, yeah, let's go with, go Sharapova.
I've always had issues with Maria Sharapova, and here comes haterade.
You wouldn't be the first one, by the way.
No, clearly.
Yeah.
When people say I'm throwing out the hate, here's your haterade. She is a really good tennis player. She's better than me. If I stepped across from Sharapova, she'd ace me right up off the court. I get that. But she has been given such a pass because she's pretty. I'm so pretty. And I'm just looking at how her play is compared to, take Serena off, because that's a whole topic we could do by ourselves.
Sure.
But just Sharapova's play against other female tennis players. And she, I believe, now I could be wrong, but I believe she was the highest sponsored, paid tennis athlete on the female side.
Yes.
Much more money than Serena Williams, which that's where I just like, mind blown, done. Are you serious? So then we find out that Sharapova was taking a banned drug. The Tennis Association has banned this drug, and she's been taking it the whole time.
Right.
She's had to vacate a bunch of her wins. Now the International Tennis Association is looking into it, and it's like, what were you thinking? I think she was thinking about this. You know what I mean? The money, all the sponsorships she's gotten. But Sharapova, come on.
Yeah.
Really?
I guess I just have to ask, you think because she has been getting beat so badly by Serena that she had to step her game up by taking performance-enhancing drugs? Because that's the only thing I can think of. Because she's made all the money that she needs to make. It just has to be on the court. She's making no money. She's not making any money on the court because she's getting beat.
Well, she's making money.
Like she's got to do something
the thing about
to try to gain an edge. I think that's what she had to do.
She's making some money because you make money to play it. You make money to play into the finals and get whooped.
Get money for being at the tournament.
So she's getting that whooping money.
She's getting that whooping money, yeah, and that doesn't feel good. So I think maybe she was trying to gain an edge or something by taking PEDs. But
her edge was how cute she was, how blonde she was, and how much money she was raking out of
at 17, beating Serena Williams coming out the gate. That's a pretty big start.
Well, and in fairness, Nike's pulled their sponsorship. But here's my deal: I don't know why she started taking it. It's a recovery drug,
right.
And that's a whole nother topic too.
Yeah.
Because I do think athletes deserve to have something to help their body recover.
Absolutely.
Especially football athletes. But that notwithstanding, this was a banned substance she started taking, and then once it became banned, she kept taking it. So it was something she really liked that helped her in her recovery. And when the Tennis Association said you can't take it anymore, she just kept taking it. So I don't know if it was about the fact that Serena was whooping her so much as she was like, without this, I'm not going to even be able to get out of there. I'm not going to be able to get into the finals to get whooped. So she just kept taking it.
Right.
And I think she owned up to it because she's made all her money now. Once you got the money, so the sponsorship goes away. They're not going to make her repay it. So, bonehead.
Yeah, that, or she just realizes she can't beat Serena anymore, so she's walking away.
Fair enough.
But anyways, we're going to go ahead and go on to Johnny Manziel, who is still in the... I'm really tired of talking about Johnny Manziel. it really is. It's getting old. I feel like this is a guy that's been thrusted into the limelight since he was basically a senior in high school. And because of his affluent background, he's really just taken advantage of all of the opportunities that he's been given. A la being able to go out and party and hang out with celebrities in Vegas.
Johnny Football.
You've got a nickname.
2 years.
You won the Heisman. You're all of these amazing things about you, but you still tend to find ways to get yourself in trouble. And again, we're talking about Johnny Manziel in the news, And this is something that I'm tired of talking about, you know, and the fact that he's gotten away with all the stuff that he's done as of lately. They're still investigating or trying to try the incident with his girlfriend. We don't even know if that's even going to hold up.
You see this? This is me holding my lip.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Exactly. It actually pains me to talk about this because this is just a guy who's 23 years old who has still a lot of learning to do. And I feel like if he was away from football, away from the distractions, somewhere to be able to kind of just clear his head, he wouldn't be in the limelight and making all these bonehead decisions. And I guess teams are still interested in him as far as trying to play quarterback, which to me makes no sense.
Disgusting.
I don't understand that.
I can't with that
at all.
Sorry.
No,
this is your goat.
No, but it's the truth. They know exactly. And so Johnny Football, or Johnny Manziel, is really just another person that continues to put himself in these situations, and therefore he continues to be a bonehead. So
his thing was he was at 3 different nightclubs in Hollywood this week?
He was at, from Monday to Wednesday, the report is that he was seen at a nightclub every single night that he was out there in Hollywood. So who knows what that means? I don't know if there's going to be any new videos that resurface, but
there'll definitely be a video.
I'm sure there will be, because that's usually how it always works out. And if I'm an NFL team, I don't understand why I would take the chance on him right now, especially when he clearly hasn't made the decision that I want to be a quarterback, I want to be a franchise guy, I'm really ready to take that next step. When he's still like, hey, I'm 23, I'm young, I got money, I don't have to answer to anybody, I'm doing my own thing. That's fine. That just doesn't have a place in the NFL. So with that being said, he's still a bonehead. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. We're going to go ahead and talk about Miko Grimes, who, as we said, she is a wife of an NFL player for the defense, or for the Miami Dolphins.
It's a cornerback.
And he's a cornerback. He's a defensive back. So yeah, what do you have on what's going on with that?
I'm going to make a direct plea to my girl Miko. Do your thing. You want to defend your husband. If somebody comes for your husband and you want to use Twitter or your social media to stand up for your husband, I hear you. But when you are using your platforms to attack his teammates, his coaches, she particularly went after his quarterback, you do have to understand that everything you do has consequences. And I guess I would just say, to me, the bonehead thing on this is not, she wants to express herself, but are you really thinking about how this is affecting your man,
right,
your husband, not just your man? This isn't just your dude, this is your husband. You guys are joined for life. And every time you do something like that, it is a direct reflection on him. And I don't know, the Grimeses, maybe he's behind the scenes saying, get him, babe, send that, maybe she's tweeting what he wants to say. I don't know. Sure. It doesn't work that way in my marriage. Most of the time, my husband's like, what did you just say?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I will tell you, when you've got the whole country buzzing about your husband because of you, then that's a problem. To me, that's just a boneheaded thing to do. And I don't understand why you'd have to tear other people down to promote your husband or yourself. And the last thing I'm going to say, I saw the tweet, the last emoji on there is a gun. I wish they would just take that gun emoji out. It's like having an ISIS emoji. There's no reason to have emojis that are guns or violence or anything like that. You already got the little poop one, with the smiley face. You don't, what I mean? You can express yourself without it being a symbol of violence.
Sure.
So, Miko, I'm sorry, girl. That's a bonehead thing right there.
Well, and it's also costing you and your husband probably a nice place to live down there in South Beach. I don't know about you, but I know it's still a nice place.
Well, it cost her radio. Not this tweet, but she's already gotten kicked off the air for, I think it was
that's a double bonehead thing right there.
And now they're saying the Dolphins, I think, are releasing him. I'm sure someone will pick him up. He's got good play left in there. Sure. But Miko, come on, girl. No.
That's not good.
It's ranking time.
It is ranking time. Well, go ahead. What are your
Okay, so our 3 boneheads this week are Sharapova taking drugs.
Yeah.
You got Johnny Manziel, can't stay out of the nightclub.
Yeah.
You're without a job. Come on, Johnny. And then you got Miko. So I'm going to start with my lowest one. I guess I'm going to give it to Sharapova, believe it or not, because I get it. If I had to go face Serena Williams and they're going to take away, if Motrin helped me stay on the court and all of a sudden they said I can't take Motrin, I guess I just have to take it. So Sharapova is my lowest.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to Johnny number 2. Because I don't think at this point he can even help himself. I think his whole head is just full of bones. I don't think he can help himself. And he's still a cat in his young 20s. And he's thinking, well, I know I'm going to get cut. I'm in Hollywood, so let me go, party. I might as well party. And then I'm giving it to Miko at the top, and mostly just woman to woman. I really feel like we have to represent not just ourselves, but our husbands. And there's a certain way that you got to portray yourself in the public. You don't have to like everybody. You don't have to kiss everybody's behind. but you can't be out there causing problems for your husband. So that's my order. What do you think?
Yeah, I probably am going to say the same thing as well. I think Sharapova is being the least one, just because I feel like, you know, when it comes to athletics, you're really just trying to gain an edge. You're trying to compete. And you want to, you know, play at a high level, and you want to try to make yourself, as good as you can, or be at the best that you can be. And people get caught doing things like that. And she was trying to get ahead of it, so therefore you kind of have to respect that. So it's still a bonehead thing, because it's, you know, it's cheating. You know, you shouldn't be doing that. But so that's number one, or that's the least for mine. And I'm going to go ahead with Johnny Manziel as well. I think for him, yeah, his head continues to fill up. I think this is playing into what he wants. I think the fact that everyone keeps talking to him, and he's like, oh, yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I'm still Johnny Football. I'm the hot young guy, and now I'm out in LA and Vegas and doing all this stuff. So as long as you continue to do that, he's going to continue to be a bonehead. So we'll take that, and then I guess I'll go with you on the last one with Miko Grimes. Look, that's costing both you guys your money right there. So that's just an immediate bonehead.
Because you got to take care of the money.
That's all your money's gone right now. So to me, that just doesn't make any sense. So that's the number one for me. So that's what I got for my rankings. But I think that was a pretty good segment with our bonehead list. There's always going to be more to come.
So we'll continue. Unfortunately, this won't be the last.
It won't be the last one. We're going to continue to bring more, and that's why we love the boneheads segment. So we're going to keep bringing it to you guys here. But that's it from us on OTD. My name is Adam Arduino once again. This is my mom, Gina, and we just want to say thanks for watching, folks.